Today's episode is different because this is where we start asking a new question, not what happened to me, but who am I now? Because after everything we've spoken about, the control, the gaslighting, the manipulation, the rebuilding, there comes a moment where you realize I don't actually know who I am anymore. And that can feel scary, but it's also where everything begins again. So let's go back to the beginning. I want you to go back not to the trauma, but to you, the younger you, the 5-year-old you, the 7-year-old you, before the world told you who you should be, before life started happening to you, before conditioning. I want you to ask yourself, what did you want to be? What excited you? What did you dream about? Did you want a certain career, a certain lifestyle, a certain home, to travel, to create, to help people? What car did you imagine that you'd be driving? What did your house look like? What did your life feel like? Because that version of you was honest, was free, and was connected. But what happened was life. Not always in one moment, but slowly, experiences shaped you, people influenced you, situations changed you, and over time, you adapted, you adjusted, you survived. And somewhere along the way, you stopped asking, what do I want? And started living what works, what keeps things stable, what keeps others happy. And that's how it happens, not suddenly, but gradually. So how does manipulation make you lose yourself? Let's talk about this clearly, because this is not just emotional, this is psychological. Manipulation can lead to feeling depressed, developing anxiety, creating unhealthy coping patterns, constantly trying to please someone else, hiding your real feelings, putting someone else's needs first, and struggling to trust others. And over time, that doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your identity. You become quieter, smaller, less certain, more dependent, disconnected, and eventually you don't recognize yourself anymore. And that's not because you changed intentionally, it's because you adapted to survive. And the moment you realize, like there is a moment, and it's often quiet, where you think, this isn't me. This isn't a life I imagined. This isn't how I want to feel. And that moment can feel uncomfortable because it means change is needed, but it's also so powerful because awareness is the beginning of rebuilding. So how do you reconnect with yourself? Now we rebuild, not by becoming someone new, but by remembering who you are. Ask yourself, what did I love before I was told I couldn't? What feels right for me now? What do I want my life to look like? Start small, make decisions based on you, speak honestly, reconnect with your interests, allow yourself to imagine again. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to start asking the questions again. So earlier I asked, have you achieved any of your childhood dreams? And if the answer is no, that's okay. Because life doesn't end here, it begins again here. You are allowed to want more, change direction, rebuild your life, create something new. Your past does not remove your future. And I'm going to say something very clearly now. You didn't lose yourself because you were weak. You lost yourself because you adapted. And now you are aware. And that changes everything. So if you're in this space right now, trying to figure out who you are again, you don't have to do it alone. My one-to-one coaching is designed to help you understand your past, reconnect you with your present, and rebuild your future step by step. If you take one thing from me today, let it be this: you are not starting from nothing. You are starting from experience, and the version of you are becoming is more aware, more grounded, and more powerful than before. This is not the end. This is your beginning. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. I know a lot of you have been sharing this podcast out to friends on social media. Very, very grateful. Please continue. And if you do feel called to work with me, then please get in touch. You can find me over on Facebook. And yeah, until next week, you've got this.